Talking about challenges, our chefs are still battling it out to see who will become the Excella Young Chef of 2023. So without further ado, contestant number 5, show yourself.
Bursting with energy from the mother city, Cape Town, is our next contestant, Reagan Achilles. He is leaving no stone unturned in his pursuit to become this year's winner of the Excella Young Chef competition. Let's meet him.
I am a chef because I love the vibrant foods and I love feeding people. So I guess it's just mainly seeing how they react to it that fulfills my passion. I'm taking Mexico and South Africa and combining them to one. So festivity is pickled fish and festivity means togetherness.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the lovely Reagan Achilles, who is next in line to cook his way to a win. Reagan, you've made it to the Afternoon Express kitchen. Are you ready to cook?
I think I am. Yes, definitely I am.
Well, then you've got 1 hour to show us what you're made of. Your hour starts now.
My dish is a Cape-style taco. Normal pickled fish with a roti. The roti replaces the taco itself. So I'm busy with the roti because the dough needs to rest. So the pickle starts off with chopped onion, your coriander, your spices. This is Excella sunflower oil. That is to waken up the spices, because otherwise my grandmother would just actually slaughter me if I don't do that. Just softening them up so that they don't disappear fully. While it's cooking, we're adding in the vinegar. That's basically the pickling liquid. So next up, I'm going to fry my fish, and this fish needs to be crispy to absorb all of those good flavors. So I would be mixing the flour and also some curry spices to create a flour mixture. For the frying, I'm using the Excella sunflower oil. So the way I'm cutting my fish is goujons. Will be just good for bite sizes. We are just going to flour the goujons. So next up, we've got the salsa. So the mango salsa derives from a Mexican place, and then I'm going to incorporate that with my meal. So it's Mexico meets Cape Town. Being an Excella Young Chef, I'm vibrant. And also, I personally work with homegrown ingredients. And what I choose to do is I try to enhance South Africa flavors and incorporate international to it. So we de-seed the tomato and then slice them into cubes.
Reagan Achilles, you are officially at the halfway mark. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Basically, I'm just halfway to it. Thank you so much for asking.
Get out of your hair, then.
Don't
30
do
minutes
that. Once the fish is nice and crispy, we can remove that. We're grabbing out the resting dough. For the roti, we will be layering it with some butter so that it can create a rough puff to it. And then we're using the Excella sunflower oil. Make sure that your pan is hot enough so that it crisps up. Next up, we've got the Excella curry mayo that I'll be preparing for you guys. So I'm using the sauce of the pickled fish and then infusing it with the mayonnaise. And as you remove your roti from the pan, usually my grandmother says you have to slap it for it to respect you, so I'm going to slap it. I've got the rotis, which will be replacing the Mexican tacos, and then the fillings would be normal coriander leaves as the bed. I've got the pickled fish here, then the mango and tomato sauce, and also the Excella curry mayo. Then we've got a little salsa, we've got a piece of fish. We'll be using also the onions of the pickled fish. And then if you would like some extra salsa, we'll be putting it in the side.
It's officially 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands off your plate. Your 1 hour is done. Are you happy with your dish?
Yes, I am. I mean, like, it's excellent with Excella.
Obviously, Reagan feels very confident about his dish. All that's left to do is for us to taste the dish.
I've cooked, I've cleaned, and I've given. So now it's just about the matter of outcomes. But I think I've done my best. It's a lot at stake. I would use that 20 grand to pursue and grow my brand. Billboards would be filled with my face. Let's stay tuned.
What an exciting cook, Chef Jay.
Yeah, I love how the chefs this year have definitely embraced their heritage.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of taking something very traditional and changing it up. So I'm very excited for this.
All right, Chef. So what do you think? What should we try first?
I think when it comes to a meal like this, we're going to have to do this with our hands, too.
Let's do it. You know what, the pickled fish, most people do it like a week in advance, a couple of days in advance. But the fact that he was able to impart so much flavor within an hour and still get that pickled fish flavor is really impressive.
I love how flaky the roti is, nice and thin. It's a great vessel for this. It is a bit of a challenge to eat, I will say, but nonetheless a delicious meal.
Very delicious, and the freshness of the salsa actually wakes up your senses. I'm enjoying this dish, but it's going to be hard for the judges to decide who goes to the next round. Luckily, that's not our decision, but we're on chef number 5, and all we're waiting for is chef number 6.
Can't wait.
Jimmy, that was a big challenge to face.
It was really amazing to see how Reagan used up his hour. He was able to make a dish that speaks to himself, but also something that is so unique in that he made a pickled fish taco and was able to use everything or do everything within that hour. I was actually very proud of what he did.
I love that pickled fish taco. I want to taste that. Join us again next week to meet our final contestant.
Meet Afternoon Express's guests: Excella pure sunflower oil, Thai long grain rice and mayonnaise. A taste of pure excellence for meals made excellent.